She didn't expect to die that night.
She had no enemies that she knew of. Her life was pretty unremarkable. And then it hit her.
What if she had a secret life?
For some, the secret is a lot darker and a lot more dangerous.
Hello there, Monica. You've made a lot of films in your day, and this one, Brazen, seems to reflects your interest in women's stories, number one. But does it, in a way, not give a nod of the hat to activism?
Absolutely. You can't put Alyssa Milano in a movie and not give a nod of the hat to activism. That's not a thing. So yes, 100%.
Kath? Kathleen! Oh my God. No.
I'm Detective Jennings.
So how did you connect with it? And was Alyssa connected to it at that time, or did you go after her?
She was not at that time. I connected to it. I had met Stephanie Germain, who's amazing at finding material, and her head of development, Ariel. I'd read the script, but I hadn't read the book. And I went on a vacation and I read it. I loved it. It was exactly what I needed. I wound up reading it 3 times in that week. You know, the characters really, like if you set your drink down, you go for a walk on the beach, the characters come with you, they talk to you, they become real. Like, you know, Nora's a wonderful writer, and there's so much detail in a novel, and it was so elaborate. But that lead character, Grace, in the book, very headstrong, says what she thinks, doesn't care if she pisses people off, very successful, vulnerable when she's in a romantic space, but tenacious, like a dog with a bone when she's problem solving, very intelligent, very much a thinking woman. And for me, when you say those things, you have Alyssa Milano. I actually knew her as an activist. That was how she had been introduced to me into my sphere, because she's the right person.
Did you know about your sister's clients?
What are you talking about? She was a teacher.
She connected to clients via webcam.
She is a new kind of woman, I think. She represents a new kind of woman the past decade or so, kind of a warrior
Yeah.
activist. I think there's so many more now, and with so many causes that have been identified and amplified. And I just think it's fantastic. Plus, I think women can relate to both her and to her sister.
Yes.
In many respects. So I think it adds extra power. And I wonder if you can just tell me your thoughts about her sister.
Well, I love Amelia. The strength of women appears in a lot of different ways. I really think about the emotional labor that women do in their lives on top of everything else that they accomplish. And, you know, Kathleen, on some level, might traditionally appear soft, and we certainly made her softer to juxtapose her BDSM world. And you know, she's a mom and she's struggling to get custody of her child, and yet I think there's such a strength there, and it's something that even her own sister has to discover, and unfortunately discovers after she's dead. I think it represents how genuinely complicated women are. And I loved that aspect of all of the girls. That shows the duality that almost every woman, it's not that extreme for a lot of us, but it's there.
I want to help on the case. This is personal.
Her character, Desiree, was becoming very popular.
And who knows the identity of your performers?
Just me, my mother, and my brother. It's a family business.
It's just so interesting on so many levels. Also, I heard Alyssa this morning on a show saying that there was, because of the pandemic, there was no ability to rehearse. So how did that impact you and the actors?
I think in the end, maybe it's okay. The actors all really liked each other. So, you know, like I was really blessed. I had this amazing cast. I had worked with a lot of the actors before on other movies. I'm one of those people that when I find an actor I love, I just go back to them again and again and again. And so it was pretty real. Like, and I was surprised in editing how often we used the first take. I would say 40% of the time, that was the answer. Wow. Like they were well cast. They had great instincts. And to be fair, even though there was no rehearsal, we had all lived with the material for quite some time because the film had been delayed. The shooting of the film had been delayed. So I think we all came with a full stack of ideas.
She was going to blackmail him.
His alibi is solid.
He's definitely hiding something.
Kathleen was such a gifted teacher. We're absolutely devastated by her loss.
Time to speak up if you know anything.
It's all the evidence of fraud that Kathleen was collecting.
Careful, Grace. Rein in your overactive imagination, or I will do it for you.
We got ourselves a serial killer.
Everybody has secrets, right?